car tire. It is unsafe to drive on roads and have that much water on them. Water in the right places is a good thing, but too much water in other places is not. Floods are truly dangerous water. When there is a lot of rain in a short time, the ground does not have time to soak in any of the water. This is called a flash flood. All right, so calling popsicle sticks, part of your listening comprehension. Open your eyes. What is a flood? Jace, what is a flood?
It's when water overflows and goes higher than it's supposed to.
Right, so it's when water overflows and goes high, right? The water does not get soaked up into the ground because there's too much of it, right? Very good listening, Jace. Okay, what is one way to prepare for a flood? What is one way to prepare for a flood? Trace.
Your TV screen?
Right.
Tells you.
You can watch the TV screen. At the bottom, they'll flash those messages, and they'll tell you what to do. Okay? What else can you prepare for a flood? Riley? It's not here. Gage, what else can you do to prepare for a flood? If a flood is coming, what should you do?
You should go somewhere else.
Right, you should move away from the water, right? You don't want to get in the water, so you should move away from the water. Last one. What's another way you can do? Annabelle, what else can you do?
You can grab everything you need, and you can if you can walk in the weather's not that high, you can walk somewhere to safety.
Right.
You live
Very sad.
where the water can't go. You can just quickly go over there.
Right, so you can go up that high hill with everything. You can prepare your things to get ready, like Annabelle said. Grab the things that are really important to you, okay, and then go up on higher ground. Good. Okay, what is the author's purpose in Floods, Dangerous Water? So what was the purpose of our story? Floods, Dangerous Water. Why did the author write this story? Natalie R. Right, they're teaching you the different ways to prepare for a flood, okay? Are floods dangerous? Raise your hand. Are floods dangerous? Camille?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, they are. How are they dangerous? Colton?
Because they will destroy buildings.
Yeah, they can. Those big waves can come up, right, and flood the buildings and destroy it. Okay? Very good. Gage?
And a flood can sink your house.
Right, it makes it all soggy, right, and it makes water damage. Very good. Tyler?
It can drown you.
Yep, you can drown.
What's drowned?
You can drown. That means that
You can't breathe.
you can't breathe underwater anymore. Okay? And some people die when they drown. So that's why when Annabelle said you have to move to higher ground away from the water, that's why it's really, really important. Okay? Enough, Colton? All right. So when Miss Mueller was reading, how was her rate? Was it too slow? Was it too fast? Or just right? Everybody was able to understand what Miss Mueller was reading. Her rate. That's our fluency. Adriana?
Just right.
It was just right. Everybody was able to listen, right? Everybody knew and understood those questions, right? All right. So moving on to your vocabulary. I know we've already talked about our vocabulary, so now you're going to describe those vocabulary words to me. Okay, pounding. What does pounding mean? Michael?
It means you're hitting, slamming something against the ground.
Right, you can pound something up against the ground, so it's a force, right? All right. Bending. What does bend mean, to bend something? Brycelyn? Right, you're making it move, right? Stick, and you're bending the stick. Very good example, Brycelyn. What does reach mean? Natalie H., what does reach mean?
Like something that is far away and you can reach it.
Yeah, something that's far away and you're stretching your arm. Very good example. Damage. What does damage mean? Aiden's not here. Damage. Josiah?
Like you can get hurt from it.
Okay. So, what can be damaged in a storm?
A tornado or a hurricane.
Right. A tornado and a hurricane can damage your houses, can damage the lands. Right. It ruined it, right? So we talked about the flood ruining the houses with the water damage. Okay. Prevent. What does prevent mean? Lydia. Prevent.
Means get away.
Right, you're preparing, right? You're making sure that something doesn't come. So you don't want it to happen to you, right? So instead of getting stuck in the flood, you're going to go to higher ground. Okay? You're going to stop that from happening. Stop your drowning from happening. What does beware mean? Micah?
You have to watch out from it.
Right, you have to watch out. Watch for those warning signs. Gotta be careful, right? Flash! What does a flash mean? Michaela?
It means you can go really fast when you run really fast.
Right, something quick, right? So like a flash of lightning is really quick. When you run, it's really fast. Good example. And equal. What does equal mean? Camille?
Equal means that things are just the same.
They're the
like
same.
if you weighed apples, they could be even.
Right.
They could be off.
So you have something that equals just the same. Good. All right. Good job, guys. Good lesson.